Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening or night to you, wherever you are in the world. Well, I've said this is a must-see. I don't usually do that clickbait stuff. I don't make any money out of this. This is a really important one, guys, and that's why I've said it. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of October, 2019. Later today, the moon is going to enter Virgo. Right now, she's still in Leo, but there's quite a long void of course period coming up from 10:14 a.m. this morning in UK time, so that's 2:14 a.m., 3, 4, 5:14 a.m., depending where you are in the States and Canada, much later in New Zealand, but that's the way it travels around the world. The main thing, though, that I want to talk about today, and I mentioned this yesterday, the sun is going to be entered, well, it's in Scorpio now, actually, and that tends to mean that crises come up, and it's all about transformation. It's a lot more positive than it seems. This goes hand in glove with winter coming on and, the end of the autumn, and it's a time to clear the dead leaves out of your soul. Get healing is what I've just jotted down on my bit of paper here. So I guess those are the words as they were given to me. Get healing if you need it. And when you get healing, right, be very choosy about who you get the healing from. Some people seem fantastic, and then they turn out to be rather less fantastic when you actually get healing. So do be careful about that. Ask the angels, ask your spirit guides. Even if you're not aware of your spirit guides, they're out there. Just ask them and see what pops into your head. That's going to be important. Anyway, the other thing is, void of course just about all of the UK days. So if you're watching this in UK, this isn't really a good time to be starting anything new, to be launching anything. Really, it's not a time to be trying to attract any new action into your life. That's the bottom line of it. I'm going fairly quickly because it takes like half the day to upload these things. It really does. The moon right now, 30.6% full. It used to say the next phase on here, but it doesn't. Let's just nip back. Okay, 28th of October at 3:38 a.m. UTC, we get the new moon coming in. Okay, and it's after that new moon, 2 or 3 days after that, that it's really good to launch things and start doing new things. But for today, just hang on there because we're void, of course, and then we're going to be into Virgo, and it's going to be real kind of OCD as far as I can see. Your life doesn't have to be really OCD. That is just, that's the way these things can go, if that's the way they're kind of tending to go. The moon is square Mercury at this moment, and that means strong emotions and misunderstandings can easily be triggered. So be aware of that. We must communicate sensitively, but the other side of that is not everybody knows that they must communicate sensitively with us. So it could be a bit like that. Put your umbrella up, basically. Put the bubble of protection around you. Schedules could go a bit funny. The kind of things we expect in Mercury retrograde, and we're not there yet, but we are in the pre-shadow to the October one. The kind of things we might expect in Mercury retrograde are really possible now, today, really. And wherever kind of the esoteric, the divine feminine is involved, really might take a lot of work to focus on that, really. Just try and stay focused on what really is, not just on what matters, but what is really true and matters. That's the thing to do. Mercury itself is void in Scorpio. I don't say him or herself because Mercury apparently has no gender, according to the traditions of astrology. Nervous energy gets high, schedules fall apart, communications fail, and things break, is what it says. Changes in the weather as well tend to happen around this time, and that really shows what's going on with it. What else we got? Venus sextile Pluto. That's positive. Social situations open up. People start reaching agreements about things and working together rather than pulling apart. So that's really positive, but that is kind of buried under Moon square Mercury and Mercury void in Scorpio at the moment. So be careful. Mars is still square Saturn. Got to handle those primitive impulses. People tend to want to dig deep, and it gets a bit abrasive. So, conflicts are possible. Tensions come up. Even, accidents happen. If accidents happen, this is quite a day for that. So really be careful, whatever you're doing. It's the kind of day where kind of fighting, war, that kind of thing comes into the picture and makes the news. That sounds really negative, doesn't it? There are loads and loads of positive things going on, though, particularly that Venus sextile Pluto. That is really nice. And the bottom line of the craziness that seems to be around today is that it's actually showing us things that we need to be aware of, things that we need to move on from, and things that need to change within our lives. Okay, well, please take that with my love and whatever. Have a fantastic day. You know what? This Bible quote has just this second popped up on my screen, and I think it's popped up for a reason. So I'm going to say, no, it's disappeared now. Right, okay, sod it. It is going to play funny games. This is the Jerusalem Bible, which a lot of Christians think is really dreadful, but I don't. I think it's brilliant. I'm just going to randomly open it. Okay, this is John 3:14, I think. Right, there was one of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a leading Jew, who came to Jesus by night and said, "Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher who comes from God, for no one could perform the signs that you do unless God were with him." Jesus answered, "I tell you most solemnly, unless a man is born from above, he cannot see the kingdom of God." Okay, so think about that, guys. The truth is the truth, right? If you don't believe in Jesus or anything like that, and I'm not a Christian and I'm not trying to push Christianity down anybody's throat, but the truth is the truth. The truth comes from the highest source. Only listen to the truth. That's my advice. Have a fantastic day. See you very soon. Peace.